Real Estate Agents. It's Jeff Underwood with the Weekly Closer, here with my business partner and co-host, Joey Sampaga. How's it going, Joey?
Pretty good. How you all doing?
We're doing awesome. Hey, we're the Real Estate Marketing Maniacs.
Oh, yeah.
And we've got some awesome guests with us today. And the guests are Karl Isenburg and Sherrie Travers, Team Isenburg with Keller Williams, Arizona Realty. Welcome.
Glad to be here.
How are we doing?
We're doing good.
Doing great.
Yeah, it's warming up, huh?
Real hot.
It's a desert out there.
Is this the time we ask ourselves, why do we live here?
It crosses the mind every so often.
Yes,
Because it's a dry heat.
And this is when the bigger electric bills come. Absolutely. Hey, I'm glad that you guys were able to stop by today at the studio. We're going to have a good time. We're going to talk a lot about real estate and what you're doing, and then some secret questions at the end. Sound good?
Sounds like fun.
Okay, let's get started. So let's first start with how long you've been in the business, and either one of you can answer this, or both can answer if you would like. But how long you've been in the business? And we already talked about you're with Keller Williams, but also what compelled you to get into this business?
Got it. Well, they're kind of tied together because right out of college, I was a manufacturer's rep in Southern California. And so then my first job was selling surf shops up and down the coast from Santa Barbara to the Mexican border, and that was the most fun job I'd ever had.
I was going to say, what?
It was awesome. You know, you just go in, hear how many board shirts you need, what you need, then I had to sell at department stores, and then as you move up in the food chain, right, and I'm selling these big committees, and these I'm sitting in a distribution in the Carolinas as a general manager, and it's like, this isn't so much fun. All right, which moves us to why did you get in this business? Which is, I had to have that conversation. What's the most fun thing I did in selling? And it was that one-on-one. You know, for that small business owner, that proprietor, how am I going to help that guy win? How am I going to help them make some money? And that made me think about moving back to the Western United States, moving back to the sun, and that's where I said, well, I want to sell real estate because I'm not going to have to worry about a house getting stuck on a container somewhere overseas. This seemed like a simple answer, right?
Yeah.
How hard could this job be?
Yeah.
Right. And so 18 years ago, I came out and became a realtor here in the Valley. That's what I did.
18 years. Now, have you thought about selling houses by the beach?
Well, I do have a lot of relationships in California, and I do have a lot of business interests there. So if you need a house by the beach, or if you need a custom surfboard, dude, I'm your man.
Oh, there you go.
He even talks like a surfer.
Absolutely gnarly. Oh, I just forget it. Oh, okay, yeah.
How do you spell that exactly?
Yeah, I think it starts with a K. I don't know. Anyway, inside joke. No, you'll know later what we're talking about. How about Sherrie? What about yourself?
I've always been an assistant or in the admin end of it, and I was home with 4 boys, and trying to figure out how we were going to pay for college.
Okay.
And so it was time to go to work and figure that out.
All right. So now you are...
And that was 13 years ago.
That was 13 years ago. Before that, I was in financial planning, and I was a claims adjuster at one point.
Wow.
Yeah, so Sherrie and I have been together for 13 years. Of the 18, she's been with me.
You stuck with Karl in the business for 13 years now.
I'm kind of his mini-me. He's taught me everything I know.
So you guys have been through the ups and downs then?
Yes, sir. The joys and tribulations of our local real estate market as it has surged and collapsed.
Yes.
The most fun we ever had was short sales. Really? I mean, because we were good at it, and he has incredible patience, and
yeah, you need that.
And I would get up at 6 a.m. and start the fax machine. Well, actually, probably more like 4 a.m. So I caught the people on the East Coast and started faxing those sheets over. And
wow.
Yeah, wait, stop. I've never heard you actually describe that portion of our business as fun, okay? Because short sales, we did a lot of short sales back in the day.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad to hear you remember it like that. That's awesome.
It was more, it wasn't hurry up and close, evidently. It was, we had long close of escrows.
Got it. Well, I have to say something about short sales then, because I heard, I was talking to a group I know in the East Valley, and I've
not heard of that group.
I know. It's a group I know. But they did mention that they're getting... they've had more requests and questions about short sales again now.
They're out there.
Compared compared to where when they did. All
It's
the
interesting.
social
It's true because we've had where we went. It was great. We didn't have any short sales for a couple years. I think we did 2 or 3 last year.
Yeah.
which was interesting for us. And we run into them now, and we know what these are,
Yeah.
especially when we represent a buyer.
Right.
So it's like, well, okay, we're not afraid of them. Let me explain how it works.
Yeah.
And we see it in the industry that really we've appreciated nicely. The market's back, and I think these people are going. They're looking at it and go, well, heck. I've just been through all this stuff, and I'm still not out of this.
Yeah.
I'm like, let's just move on, and is what I think is happening.
Yeah. Well, and I think that so I study the economy very closely too, and kind of cycles and things that are happening. I know one thing
So
right
like
now.
laughs and graphs.
Oh yeah, sure, absolutely. We can talk about that at happy hour too.
Okay.
No, but no. One of the things I know that's happened is people took out the 30-year fixed rate mortgages back in 2006 and 2007
Yep.
with the 10-year interest only
Yep.
portion, right?
Yep.
Well, they're getting the notices this year.
And a lot of those loan
That
modifications that were done were
and the
also done.
modifications.
Yes.
And the HELOCs that people took out
Exactly.
in 06 and 07 that now are saying, hey, we're no longer interest only. You actually have to pay back the balance that's owed. So when you see a new amortization, of a 20-year note now instead of 20-year amortization left to pay down, people start freaking out a bit.
Plus, they actually have to in today's mortgage world, they have to go out and qualify for that.
Yeah.
For that refinance.
Yeah,
And
if they want to refi, if it's above a certain LTV, it can be an issue.
Exactly.
Yeah. Anyway. Wow. Okay. Lots going on. All right.
You're making me sweat.
Yeah.
just
No. Okay. Let's move on. Let's move on. So, what are you guys doing right now today to be successful?
Well,
in business?
what we did as a 2-person team, we were churning out the numbers, and we were just working really long hours, and we had a successful business, but we would keep hitting a ceiling of because you can only do so much in a day.
Yeah.
And you can only do so many transactions.
Right.
And Sherrie can actually produce more transactions and manage more transactions than I can bring to the table, it seems. But it was one of those situations where we said, we have got to, with the experience that we have and the systems that we have and the things that we do, we need to change what we're doing. And so we made the decision this year to develop a team. We made the decision to bring in agents that want to know how to do this business, and we're going to teach them what we know. And it's been successful. It's certainly changing the dynamic of what we're doing.
It can be dull and boring. Real estate can, but in order to be successful, it has to be fun too. And we see these people coming up that we don't realize how much we know until we sit down to tell them how to do something. We're like, wow, we can actually do this.
That's right. That's right. So you're in that mode, that growth mode now.
Correct.
Obviously, growing the team.
Correct.
Great. We'll make sure people know how to get a hold of you if they have some interest after this too. But
Perfect.
you also mentioned before the show to me that a large percentage of your business this past year, even 2016, was past client or database referral.
Correct.
So tell us a little bit more about that. Like, what are you doing to stay in front of the database? Anything unique that you're doing?
Well, we have focused and leaned into our strengths, which are relationships. And we spent all those years taking care of people, saving their homes, doing short sales, whatever. So over the years, we've built this database of people we've done business with and the people that we know. So we find that year after year, we get in well over 94% of our business comes from past clients or referrals from our database.
94%.
It's important to note that we
94.32,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's what I wrote down.
just so you know.
we don't limit ourselves to it has to be a $200,000 condo or whatever. We've sold co-ops at $30,000 and luxury homes because we feel that all of our clients are luxury clients. It doesn't matter what purchase point they're at.
And that is the differentiation right there. That's actually a tagline that she said. All of our clients are luxury clients because when people talk about niches or hey, what do you focus on? Oh, I'm the luxury condo guy, or I'm the central corridor guy, or I do this or I do that.
Right.
We our strength is our people. We have so much passion for taking care of our friends and our clients that because we lean into that, that's where our business comes from. So that's where we're going to have a $3 million luxury and we're going to have a $60,000 condo.
Right.
And that's a little dysfunctional.
And we do rentals also, which a lot of agents are like, I am not doing a rental for that amount of money, but renters become buyers.
Right.
That's right.
So.
Yeah, there's no income there. I mean, we get a little bit to maybe pay for the gas. But it's pure relationship. In other
It's
words,
when you're standing in front of them a year later and you're like, why are you paying this landlord that amount when you can be paying a mortgage?
Right. I follow a guy named Chris Ducker. He's a marketing guy, branding guy. And what you said reminded me of something I heard from him once, where he says, don't focus on B2C or B2B. Focus on P2P, people to people.
Right.
Because that's your relationship thing right there. No,
Right.
I love that. Man, 94% or 94.23.
You know, it's funny when you say what some people say to you. I remember very early in my career, I had a national sales manager turn to me and said, "It's really important that you don't focus on the money." And everything we read, we're always focusing. Everyone wants to talk about the money. Well, here's where the money's going to come from. How we're going to get rich quick. You know, how do I get that GI Joe with Kung Fu grip by Christmas? How does those things happen, right?
Yeah.
And so, we don't think about it. We don't focus on it. It doesn't matter, and because it's a conscious thought to focus on the people, it works out. If the transaction crashes and burns, okay, well, it happened because it was supposed to happen, but we're focused on the person, and we're going to take them to the next level.
Got it. No, I love that. And before we move to the next section here, I do want you to share a little bit about what you're doing with your happy hours for your database.
Oh,
yeah.
Before the show, we were
that.
discussing, well, what do we do? And since we lean into relationships, we send out our newsletters, we stay in touch with you. But one of the things that we do that's fun, not to say that I don't totally dig that bottle that's on your desk right now, all right, but is we said, well, what do we like to do? Well, we like to have a cocktail now and then.
Yeah.
So
Just one. Yeah.
Just one.
So we created cocktails with Karl, and it was fun. And then as we built the team, now it's cocktails with Karl and crew. And then we decided to do it at K. O'Donnell's, because then it was all a bunch of K's all in one. It's kind of fun.
So that's where.
And you're invited, by the way, this afternoon.
I also want to bring up that we had cocktails with Karl going before Cocktails with Chloe was out.
For the record.
Yeah, for the record. We should have trademarked it.
We did.
Yeah.
The paperwork, it's in that short sale file.
Yeah. Well, you should do some Facebook Live from there. And get your client's permission first, right?
There you
Before
go.
You go live on Facebook, Sean?
Okay, there we go.
That they're having a drink? No. All right. So are you guys ready to move on to the next section? Yeah?
Sure.
All right, so we're going to get in the ring with the Maniacs.
Wait, does that mean we need to know what the next section is?
Boom. There it is. That's your cue. We're getting in the ring with the Maniacs right now. How about share with us your or the best advice that anyone's ever given you?
Besides, don't think about the money. Stay busy.
Okay. Stay busy.
I like that.
Yeah.
And feel free to chime in, too, if you have something you want to share.
Mine was just recently, and somebody said it's only real estate.
Ah.
That was very impactful, because for the last 13 years, I think, well, as long as I've known you, we've been working and churning it. And when somebody said that, I'm like, well, they're right. It is. It'll work itself out. There aren't really any real estate emergencies.
True. and the whole thing with the whole stay busy comment is that you can overthink things, and you can get in this business, you can spiral down into not such a nice place. But if you focus on the tasks, okay, and you put your plan in place, and what's the time on task that I need to do the things that I need to achieve, it all breaks down to, I'm going to keep on keeping on with those tasks that I've put in front of me. That's where that little mantra comes in my mind.
Great advice. How about either one of you have a favorite mobile app?
Well, Security Title mobile app. I mean, come on. What are you talking about? I mean, when you're
That's great.
I tease, but I use it every day. I swear, it's
He does. Yeah.
and I get irritated with my rep when it doesn't work right, because I say don't think about the money. Well, guess what? Our clients, that's all they think about is the money.
But that is a real estate emergency, by the way.
Oh,
when the
that
app
one
doesn't work.
Okay.
There you go.
So you call Jackie, and Jackie fixes the app, right?
Yeah.
There we go. All right. How about a book recommendation?
Tons, and I think it depends on the audience who
Okay.
we're speaking to. But if we go back to
real estate agents,
a millionaire real estate agent. It sounds, you
That's
hear
good,
it time and time again, but if you pull those basics out and you
Right.
apply them to your business, you're going to succeed.
And we do. When we get hung up on something, we get the book out and we
Yeah.
read it, and then we're like, there it is. It's there. Why mess
I
with
mean,
it?
it's just an algorithm. I mean, not an algorithm, but an accumulation of everyone's experience and put into some key points. It's not brain surgery.
Yeah.
It's common sense.
Absolutely.
But we could talk about grit. We could talk about some other great books. But if I had to pick one, I'd just go back to the basics and go there.
Okay, good one. How about name one productivity tool or software that you use on a regular basis, besides the Security Title app? Unless that's the one.
Well, I use Infusionsoft every day. I mean, that's how I keep track of what I'm doing, who I'm supposed to call, where my tasks are, and it does keep me on task.
Mine is, my position's different, and I do transactions, and so my go-to is always dot loop. That's where all my transactions are. I don't have to carry a file with me. If I'm out in the field, I can look up the inspection report online.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Awesome. Okay, last question is going to come from the mask. I guess I'll just let Karl draw it. Is that okay? So go ahead and draw a question out of that.
That way it's on him when...
This is beautiful. What is that, velvet?
All right. What do you have?
What is your favorite type of food, and what is your favorite restaurant?
Oh, okay. Joey told me to put that one in there.
Yes.
It's
He's a
easy.
foodie.
I'm a foodie.
Wow. This is a real question?
That's
Yeah,
a
go
real
ahead.
question.
Huh. Well, this is video, so they can see my body type. So they recognize that, well, there's really, the only thing I don't really care for is like sea anemone. That's not, but any other food is pretty much my favorite food, all right? Just so you know, all right?
Okay, all right.
But I am I'm a Mexican food.
Oh, definitely Mexican. I
Yeah.
like Valley Luna. I like Manuel's. You name it. I probably eat Mexican food 3 or 4 days a week, and I always see if Karl wants anything from Cafe Rio when I'm out at Taco
Cafe
Tuesday.
Rio.
What about,
Yeah.
well, what about La Fonda? I mean, it's been there for, what, 30 years? I mean, how? You just
Oh, and I
don't-
like enchiladas. Love enchiladas.
So where's La Fonda's?
La Fonda?
Yeah.
Shea and Scottsdale.
Shea and Scottsdale.
Okay.
It's
You gotta
a
try
hole
that.
in the wall. It's not cheap. Their margaritas are. They're
the
good.
bomb.
There you go.
I think he's saying they're good.
They're good. They're good. That's good.
Awesome.
Or Ola Mendes in San Clemente, California. That's a good place.
All right. Well, you'll have to try, if you ever get down into Gilbert, there's Joyride Taco House, which my wife and I like a lot. They have a great happy hour, $2 tacos,
Wow.
$5 margaritas, all kinds of cool stuff.
Awesome.
You have to try it.
I'll
It's
make
busy
it.
down there, though. You have to get down there early or it's just jammed.
Yeah, that's a busy.
That sounds
area
like a
of town.
plan. I like that.
Yes, there you
Absolutely.
go. Well, thank you guys for being in here.
Absolutely.
If an agent would like to reach out to you, because I know you guys are in a growing phase right now, how would they do that?
Well, there's a variety of ways to do that, but I'll just give my cell number. Is that the best way to do that? You
Yes.
think, instead of the team number? My cell phone number is 602-432-4210. Once again, 602-432-4210, and for a private and confidential conversation about how to
Awesome.
lean into their business and how to grow their business.
There you go. Reach out to Karl if you'd like. Hey, thanks so much for being here. It's been great. You've shared some great information. And as always, from Security Title Studios in the heart of the Biltmore, this is Jeff Underwood along with...
Joey Sampaga.
And signing off. Have a great day. Take care.
Adios, amigos.
Adios, amigos. What's that all about?
The Weekly Closer podcast is sponsored by Jake Krabby, NMLS number 877141 at Academy Mortgage. Are you looking to buy or refinance a home? Jake Krabby is your mortgage professional. Contact Jake at 480-442-9291. Jake Krabby is a loan officer at Academy Mortgage, NMLS number 877141. State license for Arizona number 0920357, AZBK number 0904081, and New Mexico number 877141. Academy Mortgage Corporation, NMLS 3113, and New Mexico 01451. Call 480-442-9291. Address 15333 North Pima Road, Suite 205, Scottsdale, Arizona 85260. Academy Mortgage is an equal housing lender.